Check, check. There we are. Okay. And then let me see if we have audio. Oh, hold on. Okay. Okay, we have audio. All right. So, Avatar 7 Heavens, the third Avatar series trailer just dropped like an hour ago. I've been building Magic the Gathering decks. I was on the phone with my girlfriend. So like I've been unplugged for the past hour. And I just get on my phone and I see this. So I was like, "Oh my god, I have to react." So I love Avatar. I grew up on the original show. I didn't really care for Korra when I was a kid, mostly because I was just a 12-year-old kid. I was like, "Ew, new show. It's not the same." I went back and I rewatched it over COVID, and I like it a lot. Um, I feel like it has higher highs than the original series, but it has way lower lows. All that said, I love the series. I love the original Avatar. I do love Korra. I love Korra. I really do like it. It has some of my favorite moments, especially season 3 ending. Like, oh my god. Anyways. I just bought the fighting game. I just bought it today. I think it came out this morning. I bought it when I got home from work. So I have that. I haven't played it yet. I lost my glasses. So I ordered. I'm just dumping a whole bunch here. I'm so excited. This is so cool. Um, I'm not gonna play the fighting game until I get my glasses in. So that's why I haven't played the fighting game yet. But I'm super stoked. Super stoked for the fighting game. And I mean, we've got so much Avatar this month. We got the fighting game. We got this trailer. We got the movie that comes out Saturday. So I actually didn't watch it. I'm high key. I swear to God, when it leaked, I did not watch it. I was praying and hoping that it would get a theatrical release and I would go watch it in theaters. And there's this movement of people getting it into theaters. I know it's playing in like limited locations like New York and I'm pretty sure like San Diego or something. They've like more than doubled the show times because people have requested to see this movie. And I'm just really hoping it at least goes nationwide. I mean, honestly, I hope it goes global, right? Like I hope people everywhere can watch the movie. I want to watch the movie in theaters. I do. The Odyssey's coming out. Spider-Man's coming out. Like, I want to watch Avatar. I want to watch Avatar. Then I want to watch the Odyssey. Then I want to watch Spider-Man. But anyways, Avatar, Seven Havens? Seven Havens, not Heavens. Seven Havens. This is the third series. This is the trailer. I haven't seen it yet. I'm so stoked. I love this franchise.
Why do you look like me?
Wait, hold on. I went captions. Okay.
Elora needs to be prepared, because long ago our ancestors weren't. And the Avatar let us down.
Oh.
Humanity is not ready for the Avatar's return. And yet, it's the one thing this world needs the most.
Okay. So first of all, October? That's crazy. This October, I wonder if it's gonna stream weekly or if they're gonna release it all at once. I assume it's stream weekly. I might have to get Paramount. I'm probably gonna have to get Paramount. So, a couple things. One, the animation style is different. It's different than Avatar, it's different than Korra. This looks more similar to My Adventures with Superman, which isn't bad. Like, that's a very well animated show. It just, I don't know, like, parts of it feel flat. Like, this frame, this sequence right here feels a little flat, but maybe it's because I'm comparing it to shows like My Adventures with Superman. Like, if I were to, like, picture this as Aang in my head, I would probably think it feels very natural, just because of nostalgia blindness stuff. So, but, like, even the colors, like, there's so many flat colors, like the bucket tool, right? And that's not necessarily, like, a bad thing. It's just different than the rest of the series, specifically the original. Like, this really screams like My Adventures with Superman more than it does the original series. But maybe that's just me. So, as far as the plot goes, we already got, like, I guess spoilers is the word to use, like a description basically of the series a while back, probably like about a year ago, maybe two. And basically the idea is that Korra wasn't the best Avatar, or at least she did the best she could, but because of like merging the spirit realm back with the human realm, things are running amok, and we see like spirit storms and stuff that are happening in this. It very much feels like the Four Nations have been not dismantled, but maybe reconfigured. It doesn't seem like that there are, like, it just seems like it's one post-apocalyptic worldwide thing. This worldwide catastrophe. Everyone's affected by the longevity effects of the spirit world and the human world colliding, right? Like, we have buildings and civilizations in smoke. We have caverns that are falling over. We have sandstorms. I think this is very much going to be like, my dog is being very needy, as he always is. Whoop. There we go. I think this is basically going to be like the forefront of the show. I'm curious to know if it's gonna, like, say this is a three season show. Avatar got 3 seasons, Korra got 4. Say this is like a 3 season show. Is the first season gonna be about maybe not removing all the spirit storms and stuff, but at least suppressing them, like making them happen less and less? This red thing here at the end, I mean, it screams Vaatu, right? Like, we all kind of think that the Dark Avatar is going to be a thing, and it's going to be her sister. That was a theory that was going around a while ago. I love that theory. I really do. I mean, I have my critiques of season 2 of Korra, and I mean, I really don't like it. I really don't like season 2 of Korra. This balance and imbalance, this chaos and order thing, this good and evil kind of thing that they're doing with Rava and Vaatu. I'm just not a fan of it in the scope of the whole world building and the franchise, right? Like, the original series was super ambiguous about spiritual morality. Because, I mean, it's a whole thing. It's a whole thing. So many different YouTubers have made videos about it. If you're interested in this kind of topic, there's at least 3 30-plus minute long video essays that I've seen. I don't remember what they're called or who made them, but they're great, and they talk about why Vatu and the chaos and order with Rava, and just that dynamic wasn't really healthy for the show, but also for the world building as a whole. Now, that said, I do like the idea of an avatar with Rava and a dark avatar, if you will, with Vatu. I think the end goal, right? Like, I think the way that you, because here's the thing, Vatu is not like the overarching Avatar villain. There is no overarching Avatar villain. There's not, right? If there were one, it could be Vatu. But I think the end game, the end goal with Vatu as a character is eventually the Avatar and Rava are going to have to merge with Vatu. Because this whole, like, order has to overtake chaos thing, that's imbalance, right? Balance in and of itself is about light and dark. It's about order and chaos, right? Like, that's what the whole point of the Avatar is to harness, is to bring about balance to not just the human world, but the spiritual world as well. And that would include Vatu, right? Bringing balance to Vatu. So harmonic convergence happens once every 1,000 years, 10,000, whatever it was, happens once every blue moon. And I think what happens, if let's just say they're doing at least 2 seasons. Season 1 is about them trying to stop, like, the spirit storms, right? The tornadoes, the fiery storms, the fissures, everything, right? Just trying to find a way to calm the planet or nature or whatever from this merging of the physical and spiritual realms. And I think they succeed, but I think in doing so, the sister, I don't know if we have her name yet. I think Vatu possesses the sister or something. And so that's kind of what I think is gonna happen. This is really sweet. And I think season 2 would be about removing Vatu from the twin sister because it's, like, hurting her and stuff. And by virtue of, what was the new Avatar's name?
Alora needs to be prepared.
Alora. Alora. I like that name. I can't read very well because of not having glasses. So if Alora is the Avatar and not the sister, because I don't think we technically know. Maybe we do. So if Alora is the Avatar, I think to protect her sister, she absorbs Vatu at the end of season 2. And Vatu and Rava have to merge. They have to coexist within the Avatar herself. And then I don't really know, like, what else from there, what they can do in future seasons. Like, I love this dynamic. I love the Avatar having a sibling. There's this dynamic thing that's happening, and I love it. Oh, they're both Earthbenders. Well, obviously the Avatar is an Earthbender, but her sister is one too. Okay.
Humanity is not ready for the Avatar's return. And yet, it's the one thing this world needs the most.
What I do think will happen is either when the series starts airing in October or whenever the first season ends, we're getting her Aurelia? Aurora?
Long ago,
Alora.
Alora
We're getting her in Avatar Legends. She's gonna be a playable character. She just is. Like, you can't tell me she's not. Okay, first of all, the fact that we have Kiyoshi, I get why we have Kiyoshi. She's a fan favorite character. She has her light novels and stuff like that too. But it's favoritism. It's favoritism. Don't get me wrong. I love Kiyoshi. She's cool. She's badass. But there's also Kuruk and there's also Yangchen. Roku he's just a bum, right? Roku's a bum. We all agree Roku's a bum. Yangchen, I actually don't know a whole lot about her story, but I do really like Kuruk's. I love Kuruk's story. Why don't we just add the rest of the avatars? Or maybe add them as like assists or something. Maybe they are. Maybe they are. I haven't played the game yet because I'm blind and I can't see. But anyways, I'm so hype. I love this franchise and this series so much. It's probably one of my favorites of all time. Like Avatar, Attack on Titan are top two. I genuinely don't know what's after that. Those two things are like just some of my favorite when it comes to writing, when it comes to plotline, when it comes to story, when it comes to symbolism. Like those are my two favorite franchises of all time. I'm interested to see if and how they're going to connect the other two the other two series, because Korra did a lot of connecting to the original series. Like Aang's children and grandchildren were a part of the original cast. Toph and Zuko were there, of course. You saw Katara a little bit. You could argue that some of the villains like basically come from the things that Aang set up as an avatar. Like Aang cared a lot about Bender equality and harmonizing the nations just because of ending the 100 Years' War. Well, that came at the quote-unquote cost of non-Benders basically being like left out of that. And so you had Amon rise up, right? And then season 2 with the Dark Avatar, I don't really know how that's like, how you can pin that on Aang. Zahir, right? And the Red Lotus. The Avatar has too much power. I mean, you see Aang. He ended a 100-year war. Granted, they're anarchists, so like the Red Lotus wouldn't have vibed with the Fire Nation at all. I mean, with any of them, obviously. He kills the Earth King, for Pete's sake. But with the legacy that is Aang, right? Like the Red Lotus dogging on him obviously makes sense. Kuvira isn't really related to Aang. Kuvira, I would argue, is more the result of Korra and just the events of season 3. But you can definitely make the case for Amon and Zahir easily. So I'm interested to see how... Is she smiling? She's smiling. I really wonder what like the context of this scene is. Anyways, she looks, and she's got the white hair, so she's probably in like mid-50s here. Mid-50s, no wrinkles. That's crazy. Good job, Korra. Great like skincare routine or something. Kiyoshi's taught you well. So like I wonder what other connectors they're gonna have from Korra, because this is roughly, I think it's actually, I don't know. I thought we knew that it was gonna be like 70 something years after, but now that I say that out loud, that's the time skip from Atla to T-Lock. So I don't actually know what the time skip is. I mean, if Korra, let's say Korra's dead by her 60s, and she's like 18 by the end of her series. So let's just say she's dead by 60, and she's 18. So that's 40 something years, right? So let's say it's been 40 years. This is a lot of geographical change in 40 years. Like, the technology seems fine. Like, we saw, like, one-wielded motorcycles. We basically went from, like, the 1920s to, like, post-apocalyptic World War II. Not, like, cyberpunk, but for, like, I don't know what you would, like, fantasy cyberpunk? Fantasy, what's it called? Where it's, like, post-apocalyptic, high-tech, but also still with an emphasis of, like, magic and fantasy. Whatever that is. That's very much this genre. I don't think it will be for a long time if we ever get an Avatar series that's based off of like real world monetization, like 1970s onward. I think it'll be a long time if we ever do. Just because the way that this, I mean, I don't know, we have huge skyscrapers here. I mean, Korra had a bunch of skyscrapers and stuff, so like that makes sense. But anyways, I mean, like look at that, like this is crazy. Like Mother Nature is pissed off. So, all this to say, we're liking this. All this to say, I am. Oh, God, this is Comic Con. This came out at Comic Con. Comic Con's going on right now? I didn't know that. Anyways, I'm super stoked. I'm super stoked. Definitely gonna get Paramount when it comes out. I hope the animation holds up and compares to at least Korra. I really like the animation in Korra. The animation in Avatar: The Last Airbender was also great, but the fights felt like super dynamic and weighted, I would say, in The Legend of Korra. In Avatar, the fights again phenomenal, but a handful of them were like cartoonish, silly fights. You know, like I think of the scene where Zuko and Aang are fighting in the little like courtyard area when what's her name, Jane, when the bounty hunter, right, like in like Aang and Zuko are like running on the walls and the ceilings and in the well, right? Like that's cartoony. And Korra has its moments like that too, but for the most part, like Korra's fights, Korra versus like this is what I think of when I think of Korra's choreography. Is I think of this fight. And like the camera movement. You don't get as much of that in Avatar. Now, Avatar has some great choreography and some great fights. I'm not docking it at all. Like, the best fight in Avatar is probably the last Agni Kai. But I don't know. There are some good other ones too. All this to say that with Seven Havens, I'm interested to see animation wise how things are going to work. I'm not really all that worried about the story. I feel like Brian and Michael have kind of like not learned from their mistakes, but I trust them more than I trust the majority of other creators of franchises that I really like. Like I trust them more than Tetsuya Nomura for sure. That's probably the biggest one. I trust them more than Tetsuya Nomura. So I mean like there's probably going to be parts about the story that I like disagree with or think could have been done different, but it's like okay, like I still like this is still good. The one thing I despise, like actively do not like about the rest of the Avatar series is Korra season 2. Like that, and that's it. I literally love everything else. I just don't like Korra season 2. I think it's really bad. I highly doubt I'm gonna have that kind of reaction to this show. I feel like for the most part, I'm gonna like this, and this is gonna be great. It's gonna be a beautiful extension of the Avatar series. I'm really interested to see the characters, to see the bending styles, to see the choreography, to see the animation, to see the story. I mean, I'm just excited. I love this. So, and that's kind of all I've got. I mean, I think it would be cool too to see how much of not Aurora, Alora. I think it would be cool too to see how much of her disability plays into her being like the Avatar, right? Like the disability stuff with Toph was phenomenal. It was just a beautiful representation of people with disabilities and how even beyond their disability they're strong, and even sometimes they're strong because of their disability, right? So I'm interested to see with Alora how that plays out, right? Like being an earthbender, I think of Toph, and I think of like seismic sense. Well, she only has one leg, so she can't feel the vibrations of well, I mean, you can still feel the vibrations through a wooden leg. But point being, right? Like I'm really curious to see how this is going to like be a thing for her character. Maybe it won't be, right? Like maybe it just won't be. I do think it would be cool if maybe during the final fight of the first season she loses her leg, so then she can't like walk or run. And so like that shows like a challenge with her disability too. You know how like there's a couple times with Toph where like when they're in the desert, she's not able to see because of the sand being so scattered and stuff. It's not solid earth. Um like it would be cool to see stuff like that with Alora and seeing just how when those challenges do come up, how she just takes them on, right? And she's the Avatar and she overcomes them. So I'm super stoked. I'm super, super, super stoked. And I really hope that we get at least like maybe 3 seasons of this. That's kind of what I think the sweet spot is. I think 2 is too little to tell like a really good, well-rounded story. I wouldn't go more than 4. Like 4 with Korra was a lot, but there was a lot of stuff in Korra to explore. The creators just had a lot of ideas, and for the most part, I really liked them. 3 out of 4, love it. So I don't know. Maybe because I don't know, because obviously it hasn't happened yet, what all of their ideas are, how many potential seasons we could have moving on into the future, right? Maybe they have a handful of stories to tell with Alora and her sister and this age, you know, of when the world needs the Avatar the most. Because it's not really a 100-year war anymore. Now it's just the world itself, right? So, yeah, all that said and done, I'm super excited. I'm really looking forward to it, and that is about all I got. So, aside from just Avatar stuff, unrelated, but related to me, I've been wanting to do some video stuff about Kingdom Hearts more recently, and I just haven't really had the motivation. And side note, as we're moving into August of this year in 2026, I'm having some life changes and stuff going on. I'm moving, not like super far, but I'm moving a little bit out of the town that I'm currently living in. I'm potentially, knock on wood, getting a new job. I've accepted the position and everything. I just got to sign the dotted line. So that's going to start up soon, and I should also have more free time and honestly also more energy to be wanting to do videos and stuff. I grew up loving editing, and now it is a little bit of a chore, but also recording. Like, I feel like when I record, I always have to redo, always have to redo, always have to redo. I much prefer live stream because it just feels more natural. I don't have to like be performative with my voice. I can just talk. And when I do have viewers, because there's no viewers right now, when I do have viewers, we can talk and we can dialogue, and it's cool. It's not just like a speaker on a podium. It's like a little just hangout. So I really like that too. But I've been wanting to make videos about Kingdom Hearts and the leaks and the theories about Kingdom Hearts 4 and everything else, because we got that trailer, which I did a video on with Dean, or Diego. If you want to go watch that, feel free to. Yeah, that's about it. So if you just want to keep up, you can follow me on Twitter at CrimsonJake2. Crimson Jake and Crimson Jake 1 were taken at the time, so I'm stuck with Crimson Jake 2. But on Twitter, I am at Crimson Jake 2. Aside from pop culture, I also am a bit like active politically. I think that there's a lot of things that need to be spoken up about the world and civilization in which we live, especially in America. And so you'll probably see a lot of those if you follow me on Twitter. But anyways, so thanks for watching. This was a lot of fun, and I'm super stoked. I'm really looking forward to it. So I will talk to y'all later. This is Jake logging out. Peace.